friends, I'm back and I'm going to work on this canvas. I have some ideas. I'm going to add some pieces to it to finish the canvas. I want to add some gold, of course, some stamping and that kind of thing. So I'm going to do that first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my rolling script stamp, and I'm going to stamp some script using my archival ink pad. I thought it'd be really cool. And I gotta be careful of how much pressure I do add to this canvas, because it is a canvas with a back, like, you know, with a back, without, you know, a stretched canvas over a frame. My brain, I'm not saying things right. But anyway, so I wanted to put some script on this. I don't want to cover the whole thing. I'm going to try to cover some of the white. I know I'm a little far up. Let's see if I can move it down. But don't want you guys to miss anything. This is how it's looking. My cord's in my way. I'm going to tuck it underneath the computer. Yeah. Now it's blurry. So, am I going to win this one? I'm going to try to put it closer, even though you guys, I know it's kind of limiting what you can see. So I'm just kind of going across a few pieces here on the where I missed some of my canvas here. I was doing my challenge with this canvas. That was actually challenge from Angela. You guys can go check that video. I'll put the link below. It is a blind painted canvas challenge. It was really fun. So I'm putting more script down here. And as you can see, I'm really just having fun with it. But I like the this thing is falling off. What was I stamping over here? So now I'm just kind of going in some places. And it's just adding it. I didn't want it throughout the whole thing, but I do want it. I wanted it quite well in the top, and the bottom. I might even do my side, which would be really cool. Yeah, so I'm going to do that too throughout the whole thing. Bye, Carol. Okay, this is how it's looking. So this is the top of the canvas here. I think it's top. I can flip it any way I want, really. Anyways, this is, I did the sides. Can you see the sides? I kind of rolled them over the corners a bit. If you can see that. So it's hard to see. But I did the sides, so now I'm liking it. I got this stencil from Cat Hand, and I am going to use it in this project. This stencil is a 6x6 TCW. What's TC? thecraftersworkshop.com. That's really cool. So I decided to do some flowers kind of coming down from here. So that's going to be what I'm doing. And oops, I'm caught on a piece of dry paint there. So I'm going to do like flowers coming down. I might do like different levels. And I'm going to use my black modeling paste. I'm using this black modeling paste from DecoArts. And I'm just going to use the spatula or thing. So I'm trying to think here. I want to have the I'm just gonna kind of play with it here. I'm just gonna try to, I might have to dry between layers because I don't want it all one length. I kind of want to have it like it's draping and have it a little shorter, you know, all the way to the corner, something like that. So I think I might have to dry it through each section that I do, because I'm going to be going on top. So now I'm going to quickly dry it. The next one now, I just dried that off enough, I think enough, hopefully that doesn't smear it. And I went up a little bit, and then I'm going to go do the next. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the other flowers that are on here. I'm not sure what I'm planning to do yet. This is a really nice, there we go. Next, since it's a little dry on here, I'm going to add it to the corner. I'm going to have to go maybe around the edge, I'm not sure. Okay. I'm going to dry this up. So since I want it to be a little bit longer, I'm gonna go right here. I'm trying not to push too hard. I'm not sure like how dry I have it, and I don't want to like. I want it dry enough so it's not like messing it up. There we go. So isn't that pretty? And I'm probably gonna have to do it on the side, which is okay. Now this part here is dry, so I'm gonna go in and put that in, just like that. Add a little bit here. There it is. It is spreading a little bit here and there, but I keep, because I'm not cleaning the back of my stencil off, so I'm getting a little pieces there. But because of all the other black pieces of the paints and stuff that are around, it's not messing it up. It's not mucking it up. So now I'm just doing a little bit more in the corner here. Being brave with it. And there is my pretty full piece. I love it. So I am going to actually, this is how it's looking. So I'm just going to put, I'm just washed it, semi-washed it, and I'm going to put it down here and add it to, sorry guys, maybe I should have dried it a little bit better. I didn't really dry it, I just kind of tapped it onto a shop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of greenage. Well, it's not going to be green, it's going to be black, but you know, in your imagination, you're going to know it is what it is. So I'm going to put that at the bottom using the black again. I'm just going to put it everywhere. I'm using all of them. All of the flowers that are on the stencil. So I'm just trying to move it and move it. Get it everywhere. I know there's black paint down there, but whatever. It's going to have the texture, and it's going to have the lift over the paint like dimension. I like it. So I'm just scraping as much as I can off right now. There we go. And peel that off. Isn't that pretty full? I love it. I am going to give that a little blow, a little bit of a heat, and then maybe add a little bit more. I have quite a bit of stuff in here. I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try to figure out where I want my placing. I don't want to squish it in. I don't want to. I didn't dry it like 100%. I'm just kind of like trying not to mess it up. What I have there so far. So I just want to add a little bit more here. I could have went more layers of paint from my original here that I've had, but I really want to keep a lot, because this is my first blind painting. I really wanted to keep the original what I got here pretty close to, because I really had fun with it, and it's a great memory of that. So yeah, so I suggest you guys go check out that link below and try it out. It was really fun. And there we go. So I got more texture here. I like that. Do I need anything else? I got quite a bit of dark here, so I'm not sure if I want to add more, but I might add this fern right here. And I'm just going to take off what I can now. Just going wild. Wild with it. I got quite a bit of... Oh, I got quite a bit of coverage there. I got wait a bit. So this is what it's looking like. Isn't that cool? I got this stencil given to me by Ken, and I love it. Thank you. It was really awesome. And I was adding a little bit of darkness down here by just blending in what was and what's on my thing and blending what is at the bottom. So that's what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna pause. I am absolutely enjoying this piece. So I'm thinking, and I'm going to add some modeling paste again with this spatula. I really like this whatever. And I'm just going to go like this and spread it and hopefully make a lot of marks and a lot of thick pieces. And I'm just pulling what I can pull out. I'm grabbing it with my tip. I'm just having, you just be brave. I'm just having fun with it. And trying to make it look like part of this here tree. And I want to use this modeling paste instead of like a paint. So I'm putting it like kind of behind. I'm trying to make it like it's part. I like the way I did the painting there. I didn't know it's kind of like calling me to be a tree. I want to be a tree. So that's what it's going to be. That's what it is. It's a tree. So that's the hanging pieces of the tree. We will, I don't know if I'm going to add more to it. It's kind of, I know more on this side, but it's kind of just whatever. Use your imagination, guys, and go with it. When you do pieces like this, just have fun with it. So I don't know, I'm not sure if I should be adding more black here, but I am. So I'm just kind of going with it. I might add a little bit of black after to that bottom part here with some paint. But I'm just kind of playing with it, seeing what I can get away with here. And I know I could probably use different sizes and make a better job of it. Just playing. So that is it. I wanted a tree there, and now I got a tree there. Okay, I think this is enough. I just want a little bit of texture on the side. It's going to take a while to dry, guys. I want to get a little bit of bark texture here. So, I'm not really sure I like the way this branch went, but it went. And there we go. Adding a few more modeling pieces to the branches area here. So I just decided, well, I'm on top of something here. Well, I am going to make it look more tree. And voila, making it look more tree, maybe. We'll see. It looked like there was a big piece of modeling paste there. So I'm just going to do a few pieces here just to kind of blend it in maybe. I wasn't quite where I was going, but I just kept going, so why not? And trying to be more careful here. I think I'm getting a little bit of modeling paste behind it. And I think I am. So it's like smearing funny. Yeah. Oh! It's because I think I didn't get the stencil perfectly dry. I wanted to kind of get that going a little bit better. The okay, I'm gonna try this one more time here. I might have to just leave it. I just want to get now. I want to get a little bit. I didn't want to cover up all that beautiful circles, but I had to kind of do something to blend my tree in a little bit better. Very good. Now, I know it was coming down like a hanging willow tree, but now I have to kind of do a couple like this, just to kind of get it going to right where, do you see how it looks like now? It looks good. Now it looks good. So now I'm gonna be, I think I'm putting it on wet too, so that's one of my problems. But you want to get the tree form happening here. And even though I'm putting it on top of the black, you're gonna have that texture that I want there of tree. And you can still see the texture of tree. And I think that's enough because I'm really getting it on there, really. Okay. Scrape it off. Yeah, I'm really gotten it everywhere now. So what I'm planning to do is a little bit of paint here, but I really want the texture of the planets to stick out, so I don't want to put any more of the modeling paste. And I'm just going to paint between them just to get the tree trunk and have that feel of that being full and proper. I was kind of getting modeling paste on the flower here a bit, and I'm like, it's really, I want it to stick out, because if I do decide to put something to catch the texture on there, I want it to pick up. Like say if I wanted to do gold, I'm thinking I'm going to do gold, I want it to pick up. So that's why I'm going over with, and I'm just going to go over in this corner here with the black paint, because I want that texture, but I want it all, you know, I want it all right. So now it's really cool. I'm really liking it. Liking where it's going. I'm going to have to do the size after a little bit more to what I like, but I will finish them up a little bit later. For the video, I'm going to concentrate on the front. I'm really liking it. I did cover my beautiful spots up here, but you can see them a little bit behind the tree, so it's alright. It's alright. I'm just going to go over any white spots. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw that in the water. I'm going to grab another paintbrush and maybe do a couple of branches. This is, excuse me, this is how it's looking, guys. I put some paint over it, so I got some of that nice sheen of the paint on it. I like it a lot. And just to show you guys the texture on there. Now I'm going to grab, I have two Ice Espresso and Gold Rush. I'm going to go with my Ice Espresso a little bit onto my tree. And give it a touch of that color. I love it. Can you see it, guys? How beautiful that is coming out. I love it. So I'm just, I want to be very careful. I want to just put a little bit. I don't want to go over. I don't want to get in the background. So I'm just kind of a little bit back and forth here. Whatever best way to grab my angle or my lift of the pieces are. Because I don't, like I said, I don't want to like smear into the background. I just want to have it on my tree parts. I'm moving it too fast, guys. I'm so sorry. I just like, okay, let's get working here. Let's get going on it. I love it. Playing with this. So it's like a silhouette of a tree, and then you just add that beautiful highlight of metallic. I love it. And then whatever, that's why I added some of the sheen of the paint over top of what the black modeling paste, because I did want anything that's kind of coming through, and I do want that sheen look too, so I like that. I love that this paint, this multi-surface satin, it's got that little sheen look on the paint. I love it. So just being very careful. I think I got it everywhere. Now I'm going to do a little bit of the metallic on the grass and leaves and stuff like that over here, the plant life. This one's really rich and thick, so I gotta be very careful. I could put way too much on my fingers. And then smear it on my canvas. And like that. Like that. There's nothing I can do about now. Try to be more gentle touch. Gets to be a lot on your fingers, kind of just smears. This one's really creamy. So the leaves are just a little bit more bright. I like that. And I like the way that looks. Pretty cute. Okay guys, I'm going to show you a little closer here how that looks. Isn't that pretty? Why is it? It just seems like it doesn't want to focus. There we go. And I think that that is about it for that. Adding a little bit more gold on a few of them here. Kind of looking good. Okay, I am now done with this piece. Now it's kind of like, excuse me, a long, you know, it was like, oh, it's 6 by 5. Yeah, 6 by 20. I mean 6 by 5. And so it's awkward for videoing, but here is the top. And that's, look at that texture. I love it. And you can have a prepared background and just go and then go crazy with it. At first I was just going to have the corner kind of coming down and then some plants coming up, but then the black here was making me look like, it was really making me say, it's a tree. I'm a tree. So then I went with the tree. I do love silhouette paintings, but I wanted to brighten it up a bit with some metallic. And you can see that that really worked out well for me. I did add that texture with the putty thingamajig. You know, palette knife. Sorry, guys. And so I really picked up a really beautiful texture with that. So here is the bottom, and then you can see my great background here. You can see some behind the trees, but at least I can still see some, and I love that background. And there is my bright and beautiful plants with the wonderful stencil, flower stencil there I've got. And that's that. So I am not going to write anything on it except for my name, my signature. This is the piece that it's going to go on my wall. I'm going to finish up the sides a little bit better. And I love it. So I hope you guys like it as well. I don't know if you can see it all now. I'm just moving the video. Don't know if you can see it all now. Awkward position. Gotta get a real camera. I was kind of hoping that it would look like the bronze or the ice espresso would make it look more barky, and it has. It made it look brown, like a brown metallic, like the gold. I love gold. And I did put some gold highlights on there after I turned off to dry. This gold here, I put a little bit here and here, you know, just to highlight a few branch pieces. And I like the way that turned out. So I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to craft like a duck. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.